welcome to another edition of Mr. Walker's podcast with your host, Mr. Walker. My guest, what's your IG name, champ?
That nigga Boo.
That nigga Boo.
AKA at Boo Brown.
And my guy Jai back.
Peace.
Such a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you.
You speak your truth. You know what I'm saying?
No IG Jai.
No IG Jai. You know what I mean? So I wanted to discuss a topic, being that you are the only married man amongst us, the misconceptions of being married from a male's point of view. You know what I mean? Speaking with old timers, not you, but older, right? They will say things like, don't get married, don't have a baby. It was probably, for them, it was the wrong decision.
Right.
Whenever they made it, young or old. So it's like, even my uncles, nobody in my family, well, I'm not gonna say nobody, it's very few that's married.
Boy.
Right? And successful meaning like 10 plus years.
Yeah. Same here.
You know what I mean? So being that you are a man that's married, like, what do you think of marriage today, and what did you think of marriage before you actually got married?
I always actually used to say that I never was gonna get married. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, between like 18 and 23, 24, I'm like, man, I ain't never getting married.
Yeah.
By then I'm already working, I'm already moving around, doing things, got cars and just in the streets, but I was like, I ain't never getting married. Then my perception started to change, was seeing people my age having kids, and I'm like, seeing their relationship not working out after having a kid, and I'm like, I got cousins who pops don't live with them, so you know what I'm saying? I said to myself then, whoever has my kid will be my wife. So at 25, when my now wife got pregnant, I was like, all bets is off.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't get married for a long time. I only been married now 8 years. I still went through my shit.
Prior to you getting married to her, how long was you with her?
Let's see, my daughter's 24, so like 25 years now. And we've been married for 8. My daughter's 24.
Damn.
Yeah. We went through a lot of hills and mountains, more than fucking Buja.
And let me ask you this. Being married, so y'all knew each other in high school.
Yeah.
How is it dating someone in a neighborhood that y'all went to high school with?
No, we didn't date them. I had a girlfriend then.
Oh.
We wasn't dating then. Remember, she was dating Nuki.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
We didn't start dating until she got in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
But being in a neighborhood that y'all, made your bones in, so to speak.
Yeah,
right?
Nah, it sucked for me because another one of my rules was I never wanted to date a girl from where I'm from. And I fell into that.
Yeah.
The same, like,
I always said that would probably be the hardest thing.
Yeah.
For any guy dating a woman that come from the same neighborhood you come from.
Yeah. Cause
it's like, she's probably been with somebody in that neighborhood prior to you.
Or even if it's not only that, it's just the dude that just, she used to eat boogers in 3rd grade or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's always that one that just wanna I know her better than you. Yes. No matter if he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, like,
you know what I mean?
It be guys that, like, I actually heard a guy, this chick walked by with her man, and I heard a dude in the circle I was in say, I had her at her best.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That shit blew my mind. Now, the dude that Shorty was with at the time, no, he didn't hear it. Mm-hmm. But in my head, I'm like, this some real nigga shit.
Obviously, it wasn't her best, though, if he had to bring it up at that moment. It might have not been her best. Does he still think about it? Like,
yo, exactly.
Hey.
What does that make him know? Like, for him to say that, it's like
envious at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah. My mama said nobody don't want nothing that nobody else don't want.
That's the whole truth.
You're outside looking for a chick or a dude that nobody else wants. So, if whether you like them seasoned, non-seasoned or not, however you gonna take them, we start from the day we start. When I meet you, I don't care about the other shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't have like that jealous shit. So I don't. People be explaining stuff to me about how they fell out with people or something happened, and they be like, "Yo, this nigga was jealous," and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know.
Is marriage overrated?
No. It has its benefits, and like anything else, is pros and cons. But at the same time, man, it's like a relationship. It's like any other relationship. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just it's a piece of paper that makes you say, I can't say fuck it tonight. We got the same goal. You know, we both trying to build legacies and things for our kids and grandkids and be happy while we here and do what we can do. So it's like, let's figure out ways to make this happen for us and still smell our flowers on the same path. Cause I can't front it. Single niggas be wilding the fuck out, be blowing bread, like niggas be doing all kinds of shit, man. Dudes don't be having no guidance. Like the same guy that'll tell you, yo, you get your whole check to your wife and she control your money. That's the same nigga that can get 10 grand on the spot right now, and the same nigga that's telling him that don't got $20 fucking, bro. Cause he running his own shit. He keeps doing the same redundant shit. Like, so at some point, there has to be somebody that's gonna come in and sort of guide you to where you trying to get. You trying to, like you said on the podcast prior to, you believe that in changing relationships, you go to another level. Most definitely, because you stop thinking about other shit. Once you leave, quote unquote, level 2 or whatever, with the dating pool got pee in it, you want some whole other shit at that point. Because now you looking down on niggas like Blue Ivy, like.
I always felt like it's stages in life, right? So you, like, me personally, you get to a stage in life where you might be stagnated. Things might be running a certain way that you don't understand, right? But I feel like every new situation and it doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, it could be a job, it could be the people that you surround yourself with. Right? You'll get to another level.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like meeting new people, being around new people, that's probably a little bit ahead of you, right? Probably more money, a better business mind, right? A wife, a family, kids that'll act, and you learn from them, and it get you to the next level.
Most definitely.
And then the next level, and then the ultimate level for a lot of people. I can't say everybody, but marriage, right? And especially with these motherfucking prices and mortgages and homes and all the shit, you want to pair with somebody, right?
Somebody with a head on their shoulders is trying to get it, like you trying to get it.
Yeah.
My wife wants some 5 streams of revenue. Like, she got a job and 4 businesses. I get upset because time ain't always there for us, but what I hear all the time is, damn, y'all always going somewhere. But niggas don't never see me up at 4 o'clock in the morning Saturday going back to work for overtime or whatever. After I got off at 8 or still being on the block at 8 when I get off and drink, smoke till 2 and then still go to work like, nigga.
Yeah. No, yo. That's some real shit. And going off what you just said, for me, the hours that you put in at work.
Yeah.
Like, it was a time in my life that I was so fucked up. I was just discussing this shit. I was so fucked up. The hours I put in now, I'm like, I remember not having shit, bro. So, and I'm still able to walk, jump, run.
Yeah.
So why not take advantage of this shit now?
Go get it.
Before it's actually too late.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got an uncle, he said to me just recently, he said, yo, this getting old shit is whack. He said that shit.
Overrated.
Yo, he said that shit getting out the car. Cause my uncle used to be, he's Superman to me.
Yeah.
He could swing a sledgehammer, break up concrete, pick up a log, put it on his shoulder, slap the shit out you.
Strong as not.
He the best at Scrabble. And now, not to see him like that, it's like, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so I know.
But he's still here. So
exactly.
That definitely gives you the humility to be able to look at how life can age you gracefully.
Yeah.
And gives you, like, me being able to have my dad,
yeah.
and he's still here at 73, and seeing all the shit he went through, and then his knee replacement, then my knee be hurting. I'm like, God damn, of course, nigga, yo. Like, around when your knee started hurting, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed to have a chart where I can kind of check on things. But, like, I know how it is with uncles and shit like that who couldn't walk at 40-something. They back just 3 or 4 replaced, but they were trying to be Superman for their family. Because those are dudes that built me to get married. Like, all I saw was relationship around me. Like, but as far as in my house and my close-knit family, but like you were saying with aunts and cousins, like I got more little cousins than I got uncles.
Shit. Let me tell you. So I personally, for me to like, not to say there was no successful relationships in my family, because if I say that, I'll be lying. Mm-hmm. There were very few, but they weren't close enough for me to kind of like model myself after, like when it came to relationships. Right. So I would have to go down the street, well, a couple houses down, to see a great relationship in my friend's home. See his mom get him the big piece of chicken on the plate, wrap it up, put it in the microwave. She would come out the room when he come home from dinner just to sit at the table to listen to all the shit he went through during the course of the day. While he's eating. His outfit would be ironed and hung up. So all in the morning, all he had to do was actually just put that shit on and go to work.
That's why the black woman is the quintessential everything, bro. Like that's that key piece in the crib. Like,
but they were also Southern.
And that's Southern or Caribbean, or I mean Southern or shall I say international?
Okay, yeah.
It's always different. Or just a great 2-parent household upbringing. Although I could redact that shit for nowadays, because these kids, no matter how you raise them nowadays, they must some other shit.
And it could be straight of choice too, man.
Yeah, they are some other shit.
In a home that you don't have these things, but your pursuit of happiness, you want to go get it.
As being rebellious
what's
as
the model?
against your parents.
What model did you follow?
It might have been from a friend when you went to his house after school and you seen how he was cut, and you went back home even though you ain't have it home. You try to bring it to the home that you rest your head at.
But how the hell could you do that being a kid?
I mean, for instance, there's certain things, because in the school we went to, we had white friends. Yeah. And there's certain things that I seen that they incorporated, and the little things I incorporated in my household that I didn't see there. Not to say my household didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? And there's even with my friends that I lived in the hood, there was certain bonds that I appreciated more when I went back home. Like, all right, boom, now I see this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even the hardship of another made me appreciate my siblings, what I had. You know what I'm saying? That's so that balance was like good for me to make my choice as an individual, because at the end of the day, God gives you 2 ears and 2 eyes to see and hear, and it's up for you to take those things that you hear and listen and see and put it together for yourself to make what you want to be your life.
How hard is that though as a kid though, bro?
Common sense ain't common.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth. Yeah. But as a kid, I couldn't decipher.
What do you consider him to be a kid? What's a kid?
Well, I know in the pursuit of happiness, like if you wanted to,
what's a kid and what time period you talking about? We grew up a lot faster than I, so forth.
Okay,
and so on. So
for me, I think I stopped being a kid when my mom's kicked me out.
You was about what?
21. After a certain period in my life, and I wanted to be in the street, my mom's, she just couldn't take it no more, bro. Like, now looking back on it, I put my mom's to a bunch of shit. She was finding pistol after pistol every week, and then certain people telling her that I was in the street, and my mom was like, and then I had got shot, and then she was just like, yo, like, if you want to be this, I know our family is huge, and we know people, I can't get you out of jail for murder. I can't get you out of jail for murder. So if that's what you want to be, you can't stay under this roof. You gotta go. When I got on, I lived with an aunt, a mean ass aunt, for 6 months, 8 months, right? On the couch. I got one job, then got another. Got my first apartment. As soon as I got to bed, I lined up 3 joints. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock appointments. I was just to be like on some real shit. I remember being in this apartment, bro, and like, why did I wait so long to do it? But I didn't wait. I thought my mom was the worst moms in the world for kicking me out, bro.
That shit taught you something.
That shit taught me early, like, you know what I'm saying?
But why did it take to get a job to have to get a spot? Like, why didn't hustling get you to some, let me get up out of here already? Because
the hustling money I used to stunt.
Gotcha.
So I would just keep enough to re-up. So it was times that the package got bigger, right? And then I go in the park, shoot dice, and lose $500. Now, the 30 grams that I normally buy, I can only get 20 this week. Or I'll go to the tunnel, underage, pay the bouncers to get in, and drink and have a good time and spend too much money.
Bad decisions.
The money managing at that age was terrible. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if I could have had the hustle and worked the jobs, I would have been great. But my money managing skills wasn't, you know what I'm saying? They was terrible. And I had to hit rock bottom a few times to say like, yo,
damn right,
I gotta save a couple dollars.
What?
And then also too, I was ahead of the game. Like, so I was buying clothes and buying sneakers, and you know, at a young age, you just trying to keep up with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So being that I was spending a lot of money on materialistic shit, I was already ahead of the game. So I didn't need to go out and spend money every week. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized that the little girls like me. Now I ain't got to spend no money. Now they tricking.
You know, saying all what we saying before heading into a relationship, I think as an individual, you got to face the self-demons where your shortcomings are as oneself in order for you to be successful and have stability before getting into a relationship.
My nigga.
Because that's something.
What 17-year-old kid is saying that to himself?
Nah, I mean, got a point. Honestly, I was just telling your brother, bro. I was making 60 grand at 18. I came straight out of Mount Bro making 60 grand a year.
I used to do paper routes.
I'm still there, 28 years. Ain't nothing changed. So my mind was on some whole other shit.
From
that's
Jordan,
what I say,
you know
a different level.
And
introduce you to a different.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
Nah. Jordan Pops. Shout out to Jordan and his pops and them. They used to fucking come through with the circulars, and I used to go to Food Town or Edwards, get the shopping cart, and I used to do so many. I smell like plastic, but the money, I was mad young, but my check was like $300 in cash.
Good money.
There was a lot of money, so I always knew what income was. I always valued money.
Well, my check was $400 at 14, but I like them cookies and that cereal. So my check wound up only being 50 because I had to give my mother $350 of it.
I know that's right.
Nah, me too.
I love a little Captain Crunch.
I ain't never wrong with that.
Some gangster shit my pops
did.
My pops been charging me rent since 9th grade, bro. $100 a week. But I was working at the beer house in Roosevelt, so he didn't care what happened. He didn't care if I didn't go to work, if I got fired. Go get my money. Like, if you got a car, I provide everything you need. You got light, whatever. Boom.
In hindsight, now looking back on it, that ain't bad.
I couldn't complain, but he did this until I moved out of his house, right? And when I got married, he slapped me in the fucking head with all that money back. Payback.
Yes, sir.
Mama, I need my money. So let me ask you another question, being that you are the only married guy at the table. When it comes to finances, I asked the guys this on the last show. I believe I did, but what if your wife is better at managing money?
100%.
Would you have a problem forking over that check?
Nope. Because I got this little rapper dude inside of me, bro. And he likes nice stuff.
Nice stuff.
And when he sees something and he feel like he didn't work 6 days a week,
Debut album.
56 hours this week, you're like, yo, we gonna get that.
Get it.
And she might be like, just hold on. Let's do this, and this. And then
Do you trust her to keep you fresh to death?
nah,
even if you forking over the check?
That's on me. I still got my own
So you keep some?
No, I got my own shopping stash though.
Oh, so you keep some of the money?
Nah, I don't keep none of that money. I still got my own shopping stash though.
Okay.
I might have
How
to
you
go,
got your own shopping stash?
I might have to go back into that money to shop.
Oh, okay.
So let's say if I make $1,000 a week, it's 4 weeks in a month. My bill's about $2,800. We gonna pay the bills the first 2 checks.
Yeah.
Boom. After that, we can do what we want, however we want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I see a shirt and it's $86, I might be like,
Yeah.
as opposed to I'll wait a week, see if I really, really want it.
But the
You know
bills,
what I'm saying?
so bills is the priority.
Priority.
First.
The crib. Long as I don't want to come outside of my kitchen dirty, bro.
Yeah, cover your ground.
Like I don't even want to get in the fucking bed if I ain't make that shit.
Yes,
like,
sir.
I want some. I need some certain sort of order just to feel like I'm not doing this shit for no fucking reason.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a great thing to work 60 hours a week and have the money there.
Yes, sir.
Like we could do it, but also too, being that you work that much, right? Is it so easy for you to spend?
It used to be, but she's so fucking. Excuse me, babe. But she's so fucking cheap, bro. Like she can squeeze. Literally, will squeeze $50 for a week, and she might have like $23 on Friday. And I'm like, how the fuck you do that? But of course, she don't have the same vices I got. So.
Yeah.
She don't smoke, she don't drink, you know what I mean? So she don't have, but she might want to go out to, well, she drink, but she might want to go to happy hour on that Thursday. But how you still got the same $50 that we started with on Monday? Like, she'll do things like, we're not spending no $5 bills for the year. So every time I crack a bill, I got to take the $5 bills and put them up. And then at the end of the year, we take that money and go on a trip.
That makes sense.
So it'll never come out of our pockets.
It's like y'all have your own little pottery.
Like that, she's the one person that no matter what is like, you know how we as dudes put our little nest egg up and shit, you know what I'm saying, and something go wrong and we will jump out the window, go right in our stash and don't pay ourselves back. She like, nah, hold up.
That $5 bill thing is nice.
She like, hold up, like let's work this week and then we gonna fix that. That way you ain't even gotta touch what you got, bro. So
if I'm forking over the check, just keep me like this. When I step outside, I need to look
fresh.
No, you
just please, just don't.
You know how I
don't leave me out. Nah,
if I'm a struggle, like please.
Nah,
like,
because
please.
if you know what I'm saying, if you came in the game a certain way, you want your counterpartner to power up with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both, you know what I'm saying, power up with each other. You know what I'm saying? You know when somebody might not,
outside,
you know what I mean, match up with you.
Not right.
You
so
add on to that.
Never seen me and my kids outside not right. So.
Excuse me, do you see yourself getting married?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? I'm here to procreate. God put me on this earth to build family, to build a name, to build that characteristic that I want to highlight in humanity. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? I want generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? The same ambition and drive that I devote myself to better and improve myself, I want my child to have that too. And I want
you talking about marriage though, Job.
Yeah, because I was about to ask him, what is he doing to get married?
When you marry,
what are you doing in terms of right now? Because you're talking good. What are you doing in terms of right now? Are you dating? Are you in a relationship?
Well, what I'm doing right now for oneself is loving oneself. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's the beginning. You know what I'm saying? the opposite sex ain't going, the laws of attraction ain't going to come to me unless I'm not loving, you know what I'm saying? I have to love myself. That person is going to come to me and they're going to be like, yo, that person's content. I like the way that she's going to devote herself to me, you know what I'm saying? As much as I'm going to devote myself to her.
Is he just going to ask her to come back on one of these episodes?
Shit, I think he did a couple times with that.
And I think he did too, because every time he drives a question, he drives it back to his own personal relationship. So we be speaking in general again. I just want to know, is he just gonna be like, yo, come back, because he gonna be a family?
So, being married, going through the ups and downs. I'm sure you went through them. What kept you there? What made you stay?
Like I said, I guess that's all I know. All I know is like seeing my parents. My parents been married 53 or 54 years. So it's like I seen them go through a lot of things. I seen them, deal with a lot of things. I got outside siblings on both sides. Like learned later on in life, just a lot. So just growing up is basically all I know is marriage. You know what I'm saying? And that's from just inside my household. I got a lot of other people around me that I could choose to live and just be like, you know what? I tried this shit, I ain't like it, and be out and see that I could make it, because I see other people making it without being married. But I don't know, just the commitment that I made that day, and just being tired of the shit and having to worry about the fuck I'm going home tonight to, and where the fuck my clothes at and what I'm gonna eat, and it just got tired, man. Like,
and with all the bills that you already have, having a stable, a scallywags to add to the bills that you already have, your overhead, that should be like, dog.
Because at that time it was about who you with, where you at, what you driving, what you drinking. So, everything you did, you put a tag on your own forehead. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What lessons will you teach your son?
As far
being
as
married, not being married.
Hey, be devoted and believe in yourself and be selfless and understand your purpose. Because and control what you can't control and respect
That's
the things
bullshit.
you can't control.
Bullshit. How the fuck can you control what you
you
can't
hear the
control?
last part.
Well, say it again. I'm sorry.
You hear the last
Sorry. Go ahead. Say it again. Say that last part.
I said control the things you can't control.
You can't control.
Right. And respect the things you can't control. So moving in life, there's things that you shouldn't be around or devoting your time and energy to. And the things that you can't control, that devotes and computes with your energy of you being successful and progressing in life and make you a better person, give it your all, man.
You knew I was gonna ask that question. You wrote that shit down?
Nah, man.
That shit was beautiful. Peace. What would you teach your son, or what would you tell your son about being married?
That's rough. It's like, I don't know. The guy in me says real shit. The guy in me says marry the whore and work out the rest of the shit later. Right? But the now matured, married, over the 5-year hump, would say, all right, marry who you love and just keep fighting and keep trying to make it work. But I would just say marry who is sexually competitive with.
Do you think that you lose your freedom?
No.
Being married?
No. It depends on what type of relationship you run in. If you got like a jealous household from the jump, like, I would say don't marry, don't get married. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta be worried about where she going and why she going somewhere, most of the time, that's you feeling some kind of way because where would you be going or what would you be doing? But I don't be worried about that.
You gotta know your partner.
Right.
You gotta know what your partner value.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because and then really know that person too, man. Because what you cherish, they might not cherish like you, man. Right. You might be cut different, man.
It ain't the car and the house and the watch. It's your car and your chain and your house. So it's like, all right, knock yourself out, man. Because if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, what the fuck am I gonna do? What can I do until I even find out? And then what reason are you gonna give me to be going to look if everything is taken care of? So it gets to a point to where you just have to be like, you know what? I'm gonna trust that you going out on a girls' night and y'all gonna get drunk and guys gonna try to talk to y'all. But at the same token, as I said at the top of this podcast, nobody wants somebody nobody wants. So could you imagine you on the side of the bar and your girl don't even know you there? She with 4 other girls and 5 guys walk up and they talk to everybody but your shorty. Would you be questioning if your chick is ugly?
No, they might know that I'm at the end of the bar with a pistol.
Nah, they don't know you.
You know what I heard
They
from an
don't know
OG? An OG told me, man.
They don't know you.
No matter what your wife does, when she leave that house, she come home, that's
good.
what matters.
Right, you Gucci.
Fuck out of here. What OG told you that?
A lot of niggas home.
If my wife go outside and fucking and sucking, and she come home to lay next to me, there's a problem. No,
how you finding this out?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
That shouldn't be on your. That shouldn't be on your mind.
No, it shouldn't be on your mind.
That's what I'm saying. That's
as the brother just said, you know what I'm saying, you can't even bring that energy around.
No, it shouldn't be on your mind. It shouldn't be on your mind. And if it's on your mind while you're married, bro, you picked the wrong.
That's why Booby put up that scenario where everybody is running game on everybody else but wifey. Yeah. That's respect. That's what I'm saying. You should never worry about it because in a man's world, a female is going to get approached 100%. You know what I'm saying? But how she controls and how she moves and goes about life, just like a man. You know what I'm saying? If a man is giving forth up, you might say that, but
they different, bro.
You might say that, but there's some men that have a strong ass sexual attraction where they just, you know what I mean, move and instantly it be something like a MILF or a cougar or something.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And they throw it real quick on you. You know what I'm saying?
The thrill of the hunt.
You might lose your job.
It's the thrill of the hunt.
The thrill of the hunt. A lot of motherfuckers, like, I feel like they'll go after a chick. Once they smash, all the lust is so they don't.
Yeah. Yo, we used to be trying to knock them down in 3 days.
You might have your
I'm calling you every day for 3 days.
Your homegirl's friend.
After that,
trying to throw something at
if it wasn't cracking, I'm going to the next.
Because you ain't throwing it back.
Yeah, I heard me at the top of the podcast. I said when I got my first apartment, I lined 3 things up in one day.
Yeah.
2 of them was deeply in love. I gave a fuck. Get that vagina wet, throw that ass back, and get out. Like, yo, for real, because I'm only 21 though.
I know
I came through RX-7s, Porsches, trucks, Acuras. It was just like we pulling up in front of all the clubs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's popping on.
It be like that, you know.
And you know, okay, so let me ask you guys another question because I've seen some things in different communities, different backgrounds, where I always felt like people outside of our community, black, right, get married a lot earlier than we do.
Why is that?
Oh, I got a great answer.
What's the like
significance of it?
Yeah, like why?
Because
can I go first?
Yeah,
I know you're gonna take a minute. White dude told me a great story. He said he feels the reason between the black and white dude is that we sleep with more than one girl, you know what I'm saying, prior to being married. They might sleep with 1 or 2 girls and they get married and their lifestyle change. And it's like the reason why it takes us longer to get married in that process is because we comparing every woman that we date to the bitches we had already. So we second guessing in ourselves the entire time instead of this guy. He didn't have too many to compare to. Hey, Jenny did this, and we had a great time for 20 summers. Or this one did this, and we had a great time for 30 summers.
So he was trying to say what? Black guys are more stud than white guys?
He was more or less, we were talking about my relationship on how we've been together so long and I only been married for 8 years. He's like, damn, well, what the fuck was you hating on? What was you thinking about?
But comparing our track record to a white guy's track record or any other race, right? What? So you trying to say we more players than?
We have an ego, and we have this thing in the hood where we feel like we have to sleep with multiple people before we feel like we're gonna settle down. This is what it is.
I don't agree with that, man.
But wait. Hold on, John. I want you to say that. But should you not experience different type of women to get some sort of not you? I'm asking the question as if he's here.
We have a stigma where we feel we got to do something. No matter how everybody comes out individually different. So if you're a horny nigga, you're a little horny dude, and that's cool. But everybody feels like either they gotta have a body count, or gonna lie about their body count, or gotta get a body count, or gotta be exposed to IG body count. Everybody feel like they gotta over-sexualize everything now because we have set a stigma where, hey, you gotta go through some shit before you calm down. Now, at 28, 29, she wanna come marry you after she had an illustrious IG career. But she's well kept and got a mansion and you ain't gotta do shit. But she wearing diapers. Cause everything open.
Everything. Cause the asshole won't close back.
Can't sneeze.
Stupid. Close back.
Cause niggas been plowing. That's what it meant?
Yeah, that's what he told me.
He said she got a diaper.
Yeah, man, depends. Man, why'd you go there?
Shit.
You ain't using our bathroom.
Because the bag is crazy. The bags be crazy.
Let me ask you this. Go ahead, John.
I was gonna say the generation changed. You know what I'm saying? Looking for your spouse and the values that you look for in the spouse changed in each generation because the times and the hardship was different. You know what I'm saying? The white man didn't give you time to procreate, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that.
And to add to that, you right, because I've said this before as well. My grandmother, when her and my grandfather broke up, I don't ever remember another man coming through that motherfucking house.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
I don't remember another man coming through the house.
I add on to
and she loved on that man so much because there was a strong possibility that he might not make it back home in the house.
Another one.
Because the white man might kill him.
Yes, sir. And then when all of a sudden we didn't value each other, you gotta value yourself, man, because you can't open yourself to anybody, and we can't dig in every hole, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't sanctioned. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Niggas digging every hole.
Yo, you listen. And
they might have something wrong with their penis, but they digging in every hole.
And then you're gonna learn. So no matter how you want to look at life, there's a gun line to let you look and tell yourself, listen, this is not the way I want to go about life because it's going to bring me right here. Either in jail, you know what I'm saying? Or with the willy bump, lumpy lump, you know what I'm saying? Or in the grave. You know what I'm saying? So how you going to pursue life where you can be successful? You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it takes a woman for a man to be successful?
I think a man has to understand himself being successful. He got to understand that so it can be understood. And the laws of attraction, he's going to attract that woman that sees that in him and bring it out because she's an add-on. She's going to power up with him. You know what I'm saying? She ain't going to bring him down. A real woman is not going to bring a strong man down, whether he's green, purple, black, white. He's going to bring him up because now they're going to form a corporation, a business.
That's it.
And generational wealth.
So is marriage a business?
Yes, sir. They got a contract. You gotta have paper when you're married.
I mean,
it's simple.
It's
you
a
know,
business,
you
bro.
can feel personal about it. But,
I'm at the point like there's no gender roles in my house,
out a
bro.
certain way.
I wash dishes, I wash clothes, I fold, I put shit up. I like certain things a certain way, and I understand that there are certain traditions and Guyanese people woman got to do everything in the house, and Jamaican people. I understand how people are. For me, I need all my work clothes ready by Monday, and she might have a busy schedule. Like I said, she got 5 businesses going on, so she don't have time to make sure my shit is ready by Monday. So I have to get into.
You understand that,
dude? I play my part, bro. But I know when it comes time to when something is needed, she want to come to me and be like, "Hey, what refrigerator you want?" Instead of, "Hey, we need to get a refrigerator." It's, "Hey, I saw this refrigerator for $1,300. I saw this one for $1,100. I saw this one." Like
she know.
Like you sending me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, "Hey, we gotta get this refrigerator." So I don't have to worry about nothing when it comes to that. I tell people 90% of our arguments got nothing to do about money, bro. It's just time. And I have to sit back and humble myself and say, "Hey, she chasing bread. She knows what she doing." Like, cause I told your brother too. 6 more years, I ain't trying to work no more, bro. Mother run around, go through midlife crisis like a Corvette or something. Fucking Harley or some shit. Just be doing real.
You're not married. When do you think do you ever want to get married? Do you want to get married? Do you ever think that you'll be married?
You gotta start dating first, champ.
And has your perception on marriage changed through the years?
Yes, it did change. In a way that it only made me work on me, getting quote unquote my bag. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a father, I am a parent, and I want to know, and I want to let my significant other know that what you had a child with is fire. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
All day.
Are we listening?
All day, man.
Okay, so if we listen, not to cut you off, what did you just say?
What?
What did you just say? What did he just say?
What? What do you mean? What he just said?
He wants to let his significant other know. Is they not in a relationship?
No, they're not.
So that's what I'm talking about. He might as well just get ahead on this podcast
And confess your love.
You just told me you wasn't talking about it. You just said yourself.
I was just answering the question.
Look, you can't speak about yourself in third person, champ.
I'm a parent, and
a parent ain't got nothing to do with significant other. You can say my co-parent. You can say my son's parent. You can say my son's mom. You can say my baby mama. There's a lot of shit you could have said other than significant other. That shit takes a lot to get them syllables out your motherfucking mouth.
To back up where I'm coming from, I never seen my father or my mother bring another person outside of my family into the household.
You like me? I get it.
You know what I'm saying? They showed me stability.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm owning being the parent of Jaden. You know what I'm saying? That's my son. I love my baby. You know what I'm saying? I love what happened. You know what I'm saying? In order for it to coexist.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Are you willing to risk the rest of your existence chasing this relationship?
It's raining like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, define.
How long have y'all not been a cohesive relationship right now? How long has it been?
3 years or something.
All right, so are you willing to spend the rest of your coexistence chasing this relationship?
I mean, as far I ask you how you define chasing, because I'm not chasing nobody.
Am I asking this wrong?
I'm in my bag, and whenever I'm in the
I think you asking the way. Would you like to be with your kid's mother?
I wouldn't deny.
Right now.
No, I wouldn't deny. I'll hold it down, man. Word bond, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what my mom showed my father. That, you know, that's coming from my mother showing the love to my father running around. You know what I'm saying? And he was I'm a male, you know what I mean? It sounds different, but I'm allowed to move around. You know what I'm saying?
Move around in what sense?
Listen, God, 9 months. Within those 9 months, it shows diligence and respect in what I laid down after I move out. There was a time where the female wasn't allowed or didn't have a job to move. And that's a fact. I'm not taking nothing away from what it is now, you know, and I respect it, but it still shows diligent within the individual, you know what I'm saying? So moving outside of the home, you know, a woman is going to deal with a lot of laws of attraction more than a man, because a man can come home and tell you whatever it is, and you run with it until you out in the workforce and you see what the man is seeing. You will understand what's going on, and a lot of clashing goes on in between that. You know what I'm saying?
Boo, what you think, boo? Cause I see you sitting here, boo.
Yo,
what you think?
I don't know what the fuck you talking about this time. This time, I'm lost this time. Like,
yeah, do you think?
No, I'm gonna have to ask, what was the question again? Because I couldn't follow from his answer. What was the question?
Would you be with your kid's mother? Would you marry her? Would you be with your kid's mother, and would you marry her?
Yeah, and I said if she came in, I would. You know what I'm saying? I'll hold it down, because that's the way I was raised.
And then he went. So all right, so I get it. All right. Me too, and that's like I said. That's what got me married.
I was breaking down
I got you. Yeah. I'm gonna dovetail off of what you said, because that's what got me married. Me watching my. But if it's been a 3-year break, right, and you still been trying to be the best dad you can be, I don't know if either one of y'all didn't got into other relationships or not. This is what I learned after being broken up several times in between with my now wife. I had to go do something better about myself before she even thought about talking to me again.
Right.
So, with that being said, I could not be sitting there at no table talking about her, because I was either talking about, yo, do you know somebody that got another job? Or do you know somebody got a pack? Or do you know somebody got this? Or do you know somebody got that? Because I had no time for thinking about trying to mend a relationship with her. My concentration at the time was, she's gonna drop my daughter off at my sister crib. I'm gonna go pick up my daughter from my sister crib. I'm gonna take her back to my mom's. I'm going to work.
Right.
Because everything that I knew that was gonna be something about for her was gonna come through that little girl. So if I wasn't taking care of that little girl and putting leather on her and then going on trips and trying to be the best dad, even though in her eyes at that time I was a fucking bum, I wasn't gaining her trust. I wasn't getting no love back. I wasn't getting no nothing.
Right. So like my reply to that, like, you went a little bit further, but since you want to go a little further, like, I love Ground Zero, but even though only inside of me I know Ground Zero, because I never displayed it outside of me. I always stay fresh, and I never lost the.
Speak fucking English.
Hold on. I'm trying to answer something though, because like this the one key. I never lost myself. When you in a relationship, I think I said this on the last episode. You can't lose oneself. Like, I always had knowledge of who I wanted to be as an individual. So I never got lost in the relationship or being a father. I understood and respect and took the responsibility of that. So when the time came for me to be there or me to adjust a circumstance where I had to provide, I did.
With that being said, we're gonna wrap this show up. There's another one down, and we're gonna roll out with We Rollin' Bitches.